character, but what you do for me time, bro? How you?
Me time?
What's fun to you? How you use your brain? Cause it seems like you don't sin all the time. What you do, man, to make yourself smile, make yourself happy? What's going on with you?
No comment.
Drink water.
No comment.
No comment?
No comment. You see, I don't give people insight into that which they don't need to know. Familiarity breeds contempt. The less you know about me, the more powerful I remain. Because it makes me unpredictable. And an unpredictable person is your worst nightmare.
Yes.
So,
I was concerned about your mental health, by the way.
my mental health.
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you, bro. I was talking to the I opened the refrigerator the other day and I was talking to the butter. And me and the butter, my mental health. Let me tell you something. When the feds run up in you, I ain't gonna say that on the camera. Damn, I'm about to say something. But my mental health. If this shit hasn't driven me crazy by now, then I was crazy to start with, okay? No, I'm good, bro. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. So far, I'm still the same person I've always been. That's why every time y'all see me, the Eric show, every interview, he laughing, he having a good time. And first of all, I'm an introvert. Oh, you want me to stay home? Nigga, I stay home anyway. What did the guy say on the TV show? He said, we found out where he lived. And where he lives is what? A what type of place?
Upper class. Nice. Real nice neighborhood.
Did he say upper class or did he say rich? Because Dave Chappelle lives across the fucking lake.
Well,
Okay?
he just said affluent. He really said affluent.
He said affluent?
That was his word.
Yeah, you should have seen what happened when the feds came around there and realized they was in the wrong neighborhood to kick down doors. They didn't do none of that shit. That was the most polite raid in history. Niggas was coming in like, don't move that. Okay. I'm not lying, y'all. And they looked at the facts over feeling. That guy said, we ain't gonna touch that. And you know damn well when they come in your house, they kick down doors and knock all the No, not where I'm at. See, that's what y'all don't seem to understand about me. I didn't have to do this. I have a great life. And I ain't broke. Never was broke. Ever. Been feeding people. Been taking care of the homeless. With no credit. No recognition. That girl you just heard call on the phone, love her to death, that's Rod Digger, one of my closest friends, I helped her out. And I can say it publicly and she'll tell you. I help people out, y'all don't even know that I help out. And I never asked for nothing in return. And the last thing I gave to my people was myself. My intellect, my wisdom, my knowledge, and my connection with the Most High. You think this affects me? Not at all, bruh. When I first got arrested, I'll never forget what the guy said, what you laughing for? I said, I'm just thinking about when this shit is over. He was like, but we got a long way to go. I know, but I'm already there. This right here, this thing, nothing. Y'all don't seem to get it. Listen to me, bro. If they send me away, don't cry. Think about the day I come back. Because they're going to put me in front of the very people that I was having the hardest time reaching.
Well, thank you for
You don't get off that easy. I got a couple questions for you. Yeah, you don't have people come on your show and ask you some questions. I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to keep it 100 minutes. First question I want to ask you, because I've been watching your show. What inspired you to do your show?
Well, I've always been in the movement, always did something, but I'm introverted myself, and I'm to myself what have you. And then I'm from the streets of New Orleans, so I had a rep and what have you. So, I don't want to be out there like that, right?
Okay.
And then I'm like everybody else. I watch, and I see the confusion with the leadership with black people. I'm not about to go out there in the water, get caught knowing I have, X on my back and what have you. So I have to move a certain kind of way, right?
That's right.
But when you come on the scene, right, and I was like, this brother went in front of them white folks' house with guns, I'm like, assault weapons. I couldn't believe that. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So when you went to Louisville, it was catching more attention than what have you, right? People around me wasn't talking about it. I just was attending to them. Then I'm a truck driver, so I'm able to watch a lot of stuff, right, when I get the chance about myself. But when I went to I had to go out there first, and I just checked you out. And I'm gonna tell you why I really was inspired, because of the haters, really. I really inspired by the haters. I was hearing people really just bash this brother, and by me being from the street, you know, it's like real recognized real, you know. And I looked and I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This brother here, this something we know in our lifetime we never seen this. When never came around, I wasn't around. And I was like, I can't even do that. I just want to head first, man. I was the last have to corroborate and make sure it was real. When I seen it was real, I was all in, bro. I was dialed in.
Let me ask you this question right here. Because I watch some of your commentary sometimes. I think you have excellent commentary. But I wanted to ask you about this right here. So, do you believe, because you're one of them, and I'm going to be fair with you, do you believe that the internet has given rise to what I call the uncertified investigative journalist?
Of course.
Okay. And would you or would you not agree with me that a lot of these people don't know their ass from a hole in the ground?
I agree.
Good, I'm glad you agree with me. So, because we've established that from a hole in the ground, would you say that, do you fault them for being the people that they are, or do you fault the people who keep watching and giving them energy?
I fault both, you know, and I said this, that when you have somebody saying something or doing something and not backing up with no substantiated facts or research, it's gonna always be a whole lot of mess.
I'm gonna give you a bonus there. Let's deal with the facts real quick. Facts. You can go to the Federal Election Commission website and search every presidential candidate that's ever ran for president in the United States. Not only will it show you when they filed, it'll tell you who was on their campaign committee, what bank held their campaign funds, what their campaign finance number was, what party they represented, how many votes they got, how many electoral votes they got, and how much money they walked away with. Like Ben Carson walked away with $92 million. He didn't win the race, but he damn sure won the pocket. Okay? He ain't the only one. I came in 4th. So I wasn't broke by a long shot. But if you want to go and check that out, why don't you go look that up? And while you're looking it up, read, because they'll tell you everything about the campaign, the whole 9 yards. But here's the crazy part. If you see this on the FEC.gov site, there's a little blurb that tells you about a certain law that as a presidential candidate, you are prohibited from doing certain things. White America blinded you to my existence. So you had no idea that I existed, but they did. And they did everything in their power to make sure that I didn't become a serious number 1 or number 2 contender, even though the person I was targeting was Donald Trump. Because of that, because they kept y'all asleep, a lot of y'all didn't see what was happening right around you. You didn't see any of the independent presidential debates. They're online. You should go watch them. You didn't see none of that. You didn't even know what happened. We did it in Flint, Michigan, in the middle of the water crisis. It's up online. Most importantly, you can go look that up if you know where to go to look at the facts. When we talked about what happened in South Carolina, upstairs, I showed you how to go find it. I can tell when people know how to do research and who don't. College professor always told me, if you cite Google or the internet as a source of your information, I'm going to give you an F.
That's right. That's right.
That's not information. But there are certain places where you can go get information. When you join the NFAC, we run your background through the FBI database. That way they can't tell us that we got felons carrying guns. We know we don't. We check your database. The same way the gun dealers do, run you through the NICS. You get it?
Right.
We know where to go to get real information on. Google is not, Wikipedia, whatever the fuck that is, it's not facts. That's people's opinions. It's a compendium of opinions. Fact. As a presidential candidate on 9/11, if you remember when y'all remember when Hillary fell out? Y'all remember that? Did y'all ever? Was anybody watching the whole broadcast? Yeah. If you remember at that broadcast, the families were up there reading the names of everyone who died. The whole crowd was out there because they got the new World Trade Center 1, and then they got the fountains, where they have a square that they blocked off. You know who was in that square? Presidential candidate Trump, Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, John Fitzgerald Johnson.
That's right.
I'm a presidential candidate, and I'm afforded all rights and privileges as such. So when I show up somewhere, this goes for anyone who's a candidate, you will be treated as such. When Secret Service saw me trying to come in to the Trump rally in Raleigh, they knew who I was. Oh shit, he's a candidate. And sat me in the VIP section as a candidate. Not as security, you dumb fucks.
Right.
And you didn't vote for me either.
Wow. Glad you said that.
Facts. Look it up before you open your mouth. That's what probably pissed me off more than anything else. That black people don't know that a black man tried to run to lead you and fix you. And then when you found out about it, you let a motherfucker lie about it and you believe a lie. I'm done.
They ran with it.
Ran, bro. Sprint. My grandmother used to tell me that a lie can get around the world 3 times for the truth to get his shoes on. You ever heard that? Okay? Okay? And I'm like this. If you believe in lie, I'm going to let you believe it. You know why? Because you're making a fool out of yourself in front of everybody. Everybody.
And they didn't want to talk about integrity though.
Right. Integrity.
How you feel when you straight lie and you push the lie for all this time? How you feel about that? Just pushing it, still pushing.
I don't.
You know, I'm talking about that person.
I don't care. Y'all don't seem to get it. I'm different. I don't care. I really don't. I care about my people as a whole. I care about them giving us what's owed to us as a whole. I care about my sisters being treated with the respect that if somebody touches one of them and it's not somebody that we are cool with, for instance, I'm like this, and I've done this. If I see the police talking to a sister, I got to stop my car. I got to get out. I got to come over. And I got to go, you good, sis? No, I'm not talking to you. You good, sis? Oh, okay, I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be right here. Nah, because you can't call a female officer? How dare you put your filthy hands on my sister? That should be every brother. Brother, didn't you get it on videotape? Nah, I jumped in it. Oh, okay. Right. Let me tell you one last thing about that. And I need everybody here to hear this. I'm going to give y'all something that's going to really empower you. They always talking about, they turn me up a little bit, DJ. They always talking about, he gonna get us all killed. You already getting killed. He gonna put us on a list. Nigga, you already on a list. Wait. Watch this. He gonna get us all locked up. I hate to be the one to break the news to you, but Malcolm said this. They can't lock all of us up. They don't have enough places to lock all of us up. So if we all go, every time the NFAC shows up in big numbers, they don't try to lock nobody up. They can't lock all of us up. So why does 47 million black people think that they can get locked up? Stop that. The only people who get locked up are people who walk independent.
Yeah, so let's talk. I said there's power in these words, so let's talk. Yeah, so let's talk. Sharing knowledge like college, corruption and all the violence. We talk about all our problems, we turn our words